So, I was listening to a podcast today, and it really resonated with me. It was about 3D versus 4D versus 5D worlds, and how we're coming into this whole huge awakening. And I'm just like slightly getting into my awakening, I believe. I really, really hope. I think I feel, but I also have no idea what I'm doing. So, I've been listening to these podcasts. Aaron Doughty. Great podcasts, so amazing, so uplifting, motivational, about bringing you to raising your awareness is what it is about. And every time I listen, I just resonate so much with it. I listen and I'm like usually cleaning or something, and then I have like books that he recommends, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta re-listen to this one. I'm just like going in circles about this conversation. But anyways, started meditating with his meditations, and I think I'm slowly getting into my awakening, and I'm so excited because he was talking about outer body experiences, and what else was he talking about? Ayahuasca today, or like it was an old one re-recorded already. I was just listening to it, so it wasn't specifically today that he was talking about it, but I was listening to it, and it was about ayahuasca, and him and Leonore's experience, and it's really opened my eyes to wanting to try that again, or DMT, just to any like plant medicine. I'm thinking plant medicine is in my future. I was thinking that I wasn't gonna do any of that kind of stuff, but I'm thinking that might be something I want to try. And I want to be awakened, and I want to be able to help others, and I also want to be able to talk without lifting my eyebrows so I don't get wrinkles as much. So I'm going to work on that. Random thing. And, what else? I was really enlightened by this conversation about extraterrestrials and ayahuasca experience and stuff. And I can't remember where I was going with this, but I had a point, and I'll eventually hop on again and we'll chat a little bit more about it. But this is going to be the first of many video logs I plan to do. I might not post them right away, but I got this website up, and I'm so excited to just inspire and share my stories. And yeah. Oh, I was going to go into a story. Oh yes, outer body experience. So I personal story here. I had an experience, an outer body experience when I was younger, and I'll never forget it. I was hanging out with this one friend, and I came home, and I remember my mom was like smoking out the kitchen window because like it was cold or whatever. And like I was coming in the side door, my door, to go down to the basement to my room, and I like smelt the cigarette smoke, and she's always smoked, but like she just had a baby, my sister, and obviously she was breastfeeding and stuff, so I was like, no. Anyways, I used to break her cigarettes. Side note, I didn't like her smoking. Cigarettes are just gross to me, like tobacco. Like, I understand that it was her thing that she had to do in order to cope, but, anyways, I smelt the smell of her cigarettes. I don't know if it was, like, a different cigarette than normal, but something just full on, like, I just blacked out. Like, it wasn't like maybe it wasn't like blackout. Like, I just lost myself. I lost my balance. I lost my vision. I lost everything. I just looked at my mom, and I just collapsed. And I was at the top of the stairs, right? So I fell down like 10 to 12 concrete stairs, like to a basement, and then landed on the concrete. And so this outer body experience happened like a couple moments after, because I just remember hearing my mom scream at me and was like, "What the F, Daylene? Like, what is wrong with you? What do you want?" She just like thought I was on drugs. And obviously I wasn't. Like, I think my friend that I was with, like, her family smoked it, but like I didn't even really know about weed at all. But anyways, I collapsed, and I remember just laying on the concrete, and my mom running down and being all freaked out and mad at me. And then she like picked me up and carried me into my bed. And like at this point, okay, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. I was on the ground, and as soon as I like hit the ground, I like had my body, like I came out of my body. Like it's so weird I don't even know how to really describe it. But I just remember I was looking down on my body lying on the concrete there, and my mom running down the stairs to me. And I just like was in awe, like I had no idea what to do. And my mom just like picked me up. And like at that moment that she picked me up, I like felt paralyzed. And she picked me up and put me in my bed, and then I feel like she just like tucked me in and left. And I was like still over top of my body, like watching all of this happen. And I still to this day have no idea what happened, like what the cigarette smell. Like I wasn't on drugs. I know for a fact that I wasn't. Like I've tried weed, definitely was not. Okay, yeah, anyways. But yeah, it was so crazy because I saw myself laying in the bed, just lying there. And like I could feel myself being paralyzed and feel like I was paralyzed and like I couldn't move. And I was like under the blankets. And I was like, I just remember looking out the one glass window that I had, but then I was like still looking outside, like looking from above, like on my body. And I remember just being like, what the heck is going on? And yeah, I was listening to Aaron Doughty, and they were talking about how somebody had an outer body experience, their older parents or near-death experiences, and how they were coming out of their body and they saw that as well. And I just was like, oh my gosh, this happened to me. Like I had no idea what it was. I guess it's like an outer body experience. But the story that Aaron Doughty was saying was the man was 6 years old or something like that, and he had a near-death experience, a car accident, and God came to him and told him that like it wasn't his time, like there was more for him to do. And now that I've been listening to Aaron Doughty and the podcasts and just like kind of raising my awareness and my vibrations and everything, it makes me look back on that one situation, my outer body experience, and makes me think like that happened to me. Like that I wasn't ready to go, or it wasn't my time to go. Like maybe I did have a near-death experience, like maybe I broke my neck on the way down, like there was like, I don't even know, like I don't know, obviously I don't know anything about this, but it's just blown my mind that these podcasts that you can come across can just like restart memories and open up your eyes to more things. And I love it. I love podcasts. I think I'm eventually going to do one, but I really got to start like one thing slowly at a time, because I've been starting my long form articles and now these car video logs, and I think these are going to kick off a little bit more than my long form articles, because I struggle writing, but I enjoy it because I know that it's beneficial, and I hope that I can share some knowledge with some people. That being said, I also really love to be on the camera. I try to do acting as well, and I really love being behind the camera, just like modeling. So I'm going to start doing these video car logs, and hopefully I'll get more comfortable with them, and hopefully I'll get a good role for acting. That would be really cool. Get like a lead role in a TV series. I think that's what I want. Some like funny show. I feel like every time I'm with my girlfriends, I'm always laughing and they're laughing at me because I just like make jokes, but I don't realize I'm making jokes, so it's not like I'm trying to be a comedian or anything. But yeah, I'm going to start just recording more stories, and I hope you guys keep tuning in.